West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
A very good evening to you all. Welcome for today's NILECAST on West Nile TV. Today is the Thursday, 5th of February 2026. I am Pony Fiona. Let's first head to the headlines.
In the headlines tonight, our city education officer confirms a decline in performance of 2025 primary leaving examinations. Ajumani district registers 101 first grade pupils in 2025 primary leaving examinations. And UNEB recovers Koboko missing PLE scripts. This and more in the NILECAST News Bulletin.
Mr. Ombero Raymond, the Arua City Education Officer, stated that the performance of pupils in West Nile and Arua City have declined, especially the number of second grades compared to 2024 PLE results, attributing the decline to under-teaching of pupils in many schools, the industrial action of last year third term, and high pupil-to-teacher ratio. The 2025 primary leaving examination results were released on 30th January 2026 by Mama Janet Museven at State House, Nakasero. Let's see the news in details.
After the release of the primary leaving examination results of 2025 on 30th January 2026, Friday in the afternoon, by the Minister of Education, the First Lady Mama Janet, different schools in the city, including parents and teachers, were excited of the release. Mr. Ombere Raymond, the City Education Officer for Arua City, stated that the performance of pupils in West Nile and Arua City have declined, especially the number of second grades compared to 2024 PLE results, which from inspection he attributes to under-teaching of pupils in many schools, the industrial action of last year third term, and high pupil-to-teacher ratio.
Thank you very much. Generally, the performance of our learners in West Nile, Arua City, in what I call qualitative grades, has been on a downward trend. If we compare this to the results of 2024. For example, as Arua City, whereas last year we had over 400 plus passing Division 1, this year 2025, our results went down 363. So in grade 1, this was a decline. And the other area where I saw a decline was the number of children who got division, who were not graded. All over West Nile, including Arua City, the number also increased. And this can be attributed partly to One, from the inspection findings, there is a lot of under-teaching in our schools. But secondly, during the industrial action, our region here embraced the industrial action fully. And to the extent that some of the children, even when now the school resumed, teachers resumed teaching, stopped coming to school. They refused to come back in all classes, including P7. So the other major factor for us as people of West Nile are the issues of high efficiency resource. We are grappling with the high pupil to school resource, high pupil to desk resource, high pupil to teacher resource.
Mr. Justus Elema, the head teacher for Pokea Primary School, said that they have only 3 pupils in first grade out of 132 and recorded a poor performance compared to 2024 performance, and it is a result of the industrial action that made government schools resume teaching after 1 month.
I'm the head teacher of Pokea Primary School. I have just accessed my peer results, which I have not analyzed. But briefly, what I have seen from the results is that we have got only 3 first grades out of the 102 candidates that registered PLE. So these results actually generally have not been good, because out of the 3 who have got first grade, the 2 the aggregate 12 and the 1 got aggregate 11. So that means really the result this year compared to that one of last year, this one of this year is not all that okay. In fact, this performance compared to that one of last year is not good, just because, we in the third term, you know, to declare the industrial action. And for us here, actually, throughout this industrial action, which actually lasted for 1 month, children were at home, they were not in class. So that 1 month really affected them much. And when we even opened the school, some children reported to school demoralized. So the new date for them, they were going to fail because time had gone. So because of that fear, I think they did not now perform well.
Mr. Dradebo John Bosco, resident administrator of his schools, registered the wonderful performance across all campuses with a total of 99 first grades, 168 second grade, and 50 third grade, with a total of 317 candidates who sat last year, hence recording an improvement in performance compared to 2024 results. He added and said that the school have a capacity of 2,000 pupils and home for people in West Nile.
Thank you. My name is Dradebo John Bosco, the administrator of Oasis Schools. With pleasure and thanksgiving to God, we hereby inform parents, learners, other stakeholders, and the general public that 2025 primary leaving examination have been officially released by the Uganda National Examination Board. Oasis Schools, Arua City, registered a commendable performance in the 2025 PLE across its campuses. Oasis main campus registered 30 in Division 1, 12 in Division 2, and other grades are not there. Then Oasis Annex registered 39 in Division 1 and only 1 person in Division 2. Other grades are not there. Oasis Muni campus, our newly set campus, registered 3 in first grade, 142 in second grade, 50 in third grade. Then our campus in Koboko, Golden Brain, registered 27 in first grade, 13 in second grade, and other grades are not there. So as Oasis Schools, we have given a total number of 99 first grades, 168 second grades, 50 third grades, giving a total of 317 candidates who sat 2025 PLE. This achievement is a result of the discipline and hard work of our candidates, the professionalism and commitment of our teachers, the supportive role played by the parents and guardians, and the continuous guidance provided by the school management and the board of directors.
Education stakeholders in West Nile region asked great affirmative action to work upon the decline of learners' performance in national examinations after PLE release, which saw 886 pupils getting first grade in the whole of West Nile region that has 13 districts, with Arua City leading with 363 first grades, followed by Ajumani district that had 111 first grades, with Madiokolo recording only one first grade and Obongi with 2. Reporting for West Nile TV, Pony Fiona, NILECAST.
111 pupils got first grade in the 2025 Uganda Primary Living Examinations, marking an important milestone for students, teachers, and parents in Ajumani district. Nzimai Alan has more.
111 pupils have gotten first grade in the 2025 Uganda Primary Living Examinations in Ajumani District. Alule Justin, the head teacher of Mami Care Nursery Primary School, expressed his joy for the performance of the students, stating that this achievement came through hard work, discipline, and teamwork among the pupils, teachers, and school administration.
As a school and the whole family of Mami Care School at Ajumani, today we are happy. As you can see, with the joyful moments, we have the children and the candidates of last year, 2025. We'd like to thank the Almighty God for the excellent performance of Mami Care School at Ajumani in the 2025 PLE examination. I also want to, on behalf of the school management committee, the board of directors, the entire administration of the school, the parents, and the different stakeholders, we want to say thank you for the remarkable achievement that we have achieved as the different stakeholders of Mami Care School at Ajumani. We are saying that the good results were attained as a clear reflection of teamwork, and we achieved this because of the discipline that everybody exhibited, beginning from the children, the parents, and even the teachers. Our commitment and all this, we did it because we had set goals and a vision that to achieve. We want to say thank you, God, for making us achieve our vision, that our candidates perform well in the just concluded 2025 PLE examination.
Muhammad Zachary Ijara, the head teacher of St. Peter's Nursery and Primary School, stated that the school has registered 45 pupils, out of which 9 pupils have acquired first grade.
It's a joyous day for us here. This day, we managed to have a joyous moment of receiving the PLE. We registered 42 candidates. Out of 42 candidates, we had 9 in first grade and 33 in second grade. We never registered third, fourth, and U. This has been consistent from 2015 when we had our first candidate up to now. We are still maintaining the excellence of good performance in the school. So this result has comparative difference with last year, simply because of the shift in the competent based, of which we urge this year we are going to have a very good impact, because that will be our strategy to address. So that is why we are happy here today.
Salah Andrew, the Director of Studies of Redeemer Children's Primary School, stated that the school has managed to register 25 pupils in first grade and 45 in second grade, hence urging parents to support children's education.
Yeah, as you can see around, there is jubilation in the school. We have received the results of last year's PLE, and in the results, we managed to register 25 candidates in Division 1 and the 43 in Division 2. So this is worth celebrating. That's why you can see us here very excited, though the results has shown a drop. But this drop is not only here with us, is the countrywide. Yes, the best aggregate was 6. It was scored by a girl by the name Anjoa Jocelyn J. She has been outstanding throughout the year.
Anzoa Jocelyn J., a 13-year-old candidate of Redeemer Children's Primary School who emerged with 6 aggregates, expressed her joy and encouraged fellow girls to work hard.
I finished from Redeemer Children's Primary School and got aggregate 6. As being a girl and getting this aggregate, I really feel excited. I feel like girls have the ability to perform even better than boys. So my message to the girls out there, if no matter what people say about you, because many people undermine girls, they think girls are the weaker sex, but no, girls, let me tell you today that you can do better than boys. When you have the ability in you, don't keep it down. Come out, show your talent and make people see. Perform. We can perform better than the boys. So don't ever sit down and wait for the boys to lead. No, we can lead the future together.
The release of the 2025 primary leaving examination results by the Uganda National Examination Board marks an important milestone for the students, teachers and parents in Adjumani District. Reporting for West Nile Television, Onzima Alan, Okumiringa Christine, NILECAST.
The Uganda National Examination Board has recovered the missing primary leaving examination scripts of 34 candidates of integrated science for learners of Bamure Primary School in Koboko District that were locked up in the head teacher's office. The school that was founded in 1986 currently has a total enrollment of 1,482 pupils. Let's see the news in details.
111 pupils have gotten first grade in the 2025 Uganda primary leaving examinations in Adjumani District. Alule Justin, the head teacher of Mami Care Nursery Primary School, expressed his joy for the performance of the students, stating that this achievement came.
On Tuesday, 3rd December 2026, a group of disgruntled parents, former learners and community members armed with posters with inscriptions, UNEP has sold our children, help us leaders, stormed the school premises, expressing their discontent. In a phone interview with Mr. Wakuza Bia Abiriga, the head teacher of Bamure Primary School, declined to give more details, however, says investigations has kicked off. However, the waiting continued. The district education team, accompanied by district authorities and police, yesterday visited the school, where it was discovered that officials from UNEP reportedly mistakenly left their final exam papers for the science subject at school and incorrectly marked them absent. Innocent Muhammad, one of the candidates who sat, said that he is not happy that the science marks came X, yet they sat for this particular paper, and urges the district leaders to help them solve the issue because their parents struggle to see them through primary to join secondary this year.
Innocent Muhammad, I am a candidate and test repeat exam 2025 circula. I am the Ijurunga PDC, Maduha Piku. So that ijonda rungapi dikisi ujomani science wa paper amu X o battery arenda go science wa paper rera jo dinomdo X ra do are nenda go jujura digaku are ditariki su imba ndidaro 2025 aya mado ndi rebo ati ijo zi signing aziraki anji shani kabi ake mal class garara ay dirak do muri debo ay do paper kida adem kidebo aya baru jakting this paper dude woni do kuidek di join smart science digaren ngone are ndoku aya andulu to se ma result do mafubo result of kudola SST English and mathematics of kudola science of the X of ngone are ni di jujura digaku aya ijo da manager kidajori alta dijo do diligale ba mata do district gada mjo ini diliga ini unebo of sigale alta do ma idibadi ale do akoke amaza ale do mapaki ale do result ko do positive bojo rakeni de ani ando commander dar sans ko parents ki chikenda ga de ma physical fejora awrojo atazirki bandari kaki so zira bana kirbo dara azirki kirbo jo mutabarik sana zirku fena kitaba basendesi taba kirbo jo dara.
A parent named Badri Kenneth states that he demands the persons responsible for leaving the script behind to come out and give clear answers to them concerning the incident.
I am by name Kenneth Badru, and also I have worked here in this school as a SMC vice chairperson for 5 years.
and nothing had happened like that. And what I'm requesting is someone who is responsible in that incident happened must answer clear question. I'm going to give you two options. We are going to actually make it like that. What we have spent, we have actually 34 candidates here in this primary school last year. They have set for, and yet the paper is actually remained unmarked. It remained here in our office here unmarked. Someone who is responsible for that issue must be accounted. Must be accounted for sure.
Honorable Wakutara Bagasant, the NRM chairman for Ludaruk sub-county, stated that he was surprised upon hearing that the pupil results of the school had X, where it was discovered that the papers were left in the headmaster's office, and asked what the role of the invigilators is, since it's their responsibility to ensure that papers are picked from the school after exams close.
I was very surprised to hear that purely results of Bamure Primary School, in one of the subjects there is X all over. When I asked it was that it was science, I said, what happened? Later it was discovered the paper was left in the cache. Moreover, the UNOP scouts, invigilators, the supervisors and the headmasters as well, they were there. I asked what was their role, what were their roles by that time, because I was once a student, and when the papers were sat, it is the role of the invigilators to collect all the papers, and the supervisors take the charge of taking the papers back to the center. I asked myself, why do they do that? Yeah, my major blame goes to supervisors and the invigilators. Of course, that is their role. That is what they have applied for. Not knowing how many papers they have brought and how many they have taken back. So my blame mostly goes to the supervisor and the invigilators.
Relatedly, Ms. Jennifer Kalule, the INEP Principal Public Officer, on Tuesday, 3rd February 2026, released a press release that they are working on the issue. This publication understands that Mr. Albert Waniku, who supervised the entire two-day examination process as the chief invigilator, Pamure Primary School was found in 1986 and currently has a total enrollment of 1,482 learners. Reporting for West Nile TV, Ponifiona, NILECAST.
Muni University signed an MOU agreement contract with Finance Housing Uganda on 2nd February 2026, specifically to construct hostels for Muni students. Let's see the news in details.
Muni University on 2nd February 2026 signed an MOU agreement contract with Finance Housing Uganda specifically to work on hostels construction for Muni students. The University Chancellor, Associate Professor Aguma Simon Katrini, stated that the directive from the government for starting Muni University was to start from scratch, with no taking over some schools or distracting residents of a place. So the purpose of signing the MOU was to work on hostels for students, since it's the major challenge they face as a university.
Directives by government. One, you should not take over any existing institution during your establishment. You must start from a fresh field, green field. I think I still remember I used the term cannibalize. You should not cannibalize any existing institution. The second directive was we are not going to fund the residential buildings. Government was abundantly clear that it was funding non-residential buildings like offices, classrooms, labs, library, and so on. So this left our students to the mercy of the public in terms of accommodation. I think there has been some survey done as far as where our students are being accommodated currently. the Dean of Students' Office can give you statistics. Hostels that are accredited by Muni University can only provide 400 rooms. 400 rooms. And now we have an enrollment of 3,143 students. And our projections are high. Actually, we are planning, because come August, where will the students be accommodated?
The university chairperson, Engineer Aita Joel, said that the finance housing is going to help them in improving the university infrastructures, especially the hostels, which is the current biggest challenge as number of students are at rise, and that hostels that will be constructed will consider all the different class of students like high class, middle class, and low class, since the current structures they have are the ones they used for starting the university.
It's going to help us with that, whereby we are now going to put the needed infrastructure from the lecture theatres, including the hostels. One of the biggest challenges we're having right now is the hostels, so despite this, we'll also be able to put the needed hostels. So that will mean that the university will be able to have good and modern infrastructure. Thank you.
Maybe I'm
sure the cost is varied at different levels. The lower end, also middle end, and also higher end. But we'll take care of everyone who can afford. So there will be those who can afford to stay in single rooms alone. Then there are those who will share, and then there are those who will also stay in a dormitory. Those who are supposed to pay less.
Deputy Chancellor, Reverend Father Professor Odupaka Picho Epiphany, stated that in the process of starting the university, they mobilized almost all the districts in West Nile region for land, with Arua City being the center, and currently they have land in almost all the districts.
Wanted us to come and start a public university in West Nile. There was no instruction, go to a particular place like Muni and start the public university, or go to Bakwat and start a public university. Just on the paper, go and do the following. 1, acquire land to construct the university. 2, develop programs. 3, develop master plan. 4, develop strategic plan. 5, do whatever it takes to start a public university. And so we found ourselves with only 1-page paper each to come to West Nile. West Nile begins from Pakwat, runs, goes through the route up to Adjumani. But we, in our thinking, Arua was the headquarters, and so we said to ourselves, we shall best start from Arua, where we can do our planning. And when we got a premise in Arua, we sat down and asked ourselves a question. What are the first things we do? The first thing to do is to get land. Then the rest will follow. So, to get land, how shall we get the land? We don't have even a single penny, not a cent was given. So we said, okay, let's move and sensitize the population of West Nile, district by district. At that time there were 9. And we moved from district to district and gave the mandate, the government gave us, and also put requests to every district to look for us for land. This happened to be one of them. Apache was another one, which was given, as the VC said, by the chief of Ward Paroketo.
The executive officer for finance housing, Engineer Kenneth Kaijuka, stated that they deal with mobilization of resources for constructing like land and funds and designing buildings. He continued and said that they are ready to work with any PP unit that wishes to partner with Muni.
National Housing, in brief, is the business arm of government in real estate and construction. Real estate is largely housing, in residential, in institutional, and commercial, industrial housing. We are happy to be at Muni University this morning to sign a memorandum of understanding with the university, which creates opportunities for national housing as a national player with national mandate to do a lot of things with the university. As an institution, national housing will operate on the 360-degree framework, right from land surveying, tests on land, titling of land. We do master planning. We do designs, engineering and architecture designs and documentation. We derive cost estimates, but we also proceed and do construction as our mandate. And during construction, we are able to mobilize resources on agreed terms with the institutions. And then we build, and where it is required, we hand over, we transfer.
Moon University is a big institute for the people of West Nile region and serves 3 neighboring countries, that is DR Congo, South Sudan and Central Republic, since its start in 2013. Reporting for West Nile TV, Pony Fiona, NILECAST.
And with that, we have come to the end of our NILECAST on West Nile Television. As we await for tomorrow's celebration of Tariha Sita, let's see you again tomorrow. Have a good night. I remain Pony Fiona.
West Nile TV, lighting up